Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes better.
Better. Yeah, that's better. So I've been building this van for 2 years, and it has literally taken my blood, sweat, and tears. And so I'm just so nervous about Rachel driving the van, because if God forbid something happens when she's behind the wheel, I really don't know if I can forgive her.
To drive it like everything I own is in here.
Yeah, because it will be. So,
come on, we can make the light, guys. Let's work together. All right, I'm going. I ran the red light.
The DMV would have failed her. I think you're gonna be fine. It's more about me.
And I knew from that moment I was gonna have to keep myself calm.
I'm not saying to park here, babe.
You just got to tell me what to do. I don't know.
I was trying to get you. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people out there.
Oh.
Our countdown to moving into the van full time is already halfway gone, and we only have 50 days left. And Rachel has never driven the van.
No, remember that one time you asked me and it was like nighttime and it was on the highway and I refused?
Yeah, but I thought I had given her enough warning, and I got there. I was like, it's your turn. And she was like, now? I'm like, yeah. And so today is the day she is going to learn how to drive this van, because I'm not going out on that road and being the only one who knows how to drive it.
So I guess this is the Ultimatum Van Life Edition. I have to learn how to drive this van in the next 50 days or I get left.
We'll just say yes. I'm leaving her if she can't drive this van. She's going to drive this van today. So, it's not that hard. It's like driving a big van.
I mean, I drove an ice cream truck when I was in college, so.
I read somewhere that they said to drive it like it's made out of glass. Only because, like, you have all this stuff that'll fall if you try to, like, go too fast. I think we have everything secured, so it should be mostly good. Yeah, it's just like you have to stay far enough back from people's, because it just takes a little bit longer to brake, right? Because it's heavy. So you don't want to get too close to anybody, so you don't end up slamming on your brakes. Mm-hmm. You have to give yourself a little bit more space, because it doesn't speed up as fast when you're like merging in. So when you get on the parkway, you have to like be cognizant of that.
I'm gonna drive slow,
and you're gonna feel it. Like it just doesn't like pick up as fast. You're gonna see the thing.
Yeah, you have to stay calm, relax. If I'm doing something wrong, don't yell at me. Patience is a virtue.
I'm gonna pretend you're one of my old second graders.
There you go.
I'm gonna yell at them though. So I'll try not to do that part.
Okay. Don't do that.
Okay, it's fine. We're gonna start in this parking lot where there's only like, some employee cars that you could hit. And then once you feel good with that, we'll get on the street. And driving in the streets of Newark is kind of like driving through the mountains, because there's so many potholes. So it'll be good practice.
Yeah, very interesting.
So.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
As ready as I'm going to be.
All right, let's go do this. They say love's unconditional. Well, my love's one conditional. You better not wreck the van.
So we're just gonna do the parking lot for a little bit.
Yeah.
How are we gonna know when I'm ready for the street?
I'm gonna find out. We're gonna do some practice, and when you think you're ready for Alicia's driving test course, you let me know. Okay. I'll set it up.
Yeah. You got this, babe. driver. I'm very defensive.
You can be an aggressive driver, and you have to find the balance in here, because the thing is, people, I don't know what it is, it's like they see a sprinter and they think, ooh, let me pop out in front of you. PSA, do not jump out in front of a sprinter van. We can't stop that fast, or if we do, all of our stuff's gonna go flying. Nice and easy. See, it's not bad. The turns are the thing, that's where the stuff is gonna move, you know? So it's gonna be gentle on the turns. All right. Are you ready for Alicia's driving course?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Okay, let's make this happen.
Very confident.
Great. When I was in high school, in driver's ed, my favorite driver's ed teacher used to make us do this. Drive out this way to that last cone, turn around it, and then you're gonna come through this middle part, and then back over that way, around that cone, and then park as close as you can with like going straight into that other cone. I'll help you along the way, don't worry.
Okay.
And then he used to get out with a measuring tape and he would measure how close you got to the cone without hitting it.
Well, I'm not going any further.
You want me to go measure it?
No. I think that's
things I remember from my 16-year-old life. How you feeling? You ready to go on the highway?
I think I'm as ready as I'm going to be. I mean, it's just like when you learning to swim, you just gotta
jump in. I'm gonna like throw you in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go slow. If I'm uncomfortable, then I'm just gonna I'll just tell you.
But I don't have one of those little brakes, you know, the driver's ed teachers have. Like, so.
I mean, I'll be going 10 miles an hour, not even.
We used to do that too, you know, he still had it.
So my first driver's ed teacher was just like, all right, let's just go on the highway.
Mine did too, and he would fall asleep, and then we'd just be driving.
Oh, God.
And he'd be sleeping
No.
next to us. All right, she's ready, folks, to take on the mean streets of Newark and the Garden State Parkway. I don't even like driving on that in a car. But here we go.
Here we go.
I mean, what's funny is, for somebody who really pushed this whole living in a van thing, I don't really like driving places. So that's the other reason I want you to learn how to drive, so it's not just me having to do all the driving.
Selfish.
No, it's just shared responsibility.
Whatever. It's like a block party or something?
I don't think
Bus
so.
Going this way.
Oh, the cop ran into somebody, it looks like, maybe.
Maybe. Oh shit, the bus! Lord Jesus, have mercy. I don't even want to go up that far because I don't even. No, maybe the cop car. Oh, maybe it did run into somebody. This guy. Okay, now it's just in the street. Go to the left. Okay. Looks like it was on fire. I want to change and try to do better.
If you wanted to, 10 years you've worked on it.
No, no. Which way?
Keep going to the light. Take it right to the light. Be careful. There's a big bump here.
Yeah, stop talking to me and give me directions. Alright.
Yes.
So let me wait. Let these people cross the street.
I'm probably still gonna do most of the driving because I'm a control freak.
That part. At least you're aware. No, awareness is the first key. Can I make it right on that?
Yes.
But in the van, with all of my possessions inside, I will do that. So you have some control. At least I listen to you here. One lane.
Slow down up here too. So.
It's nice to be tall though, be high.
Yeah,
because I can see the visibility is like. Considering it being rush hour traffic is not too bad.
Not complicated.
Not, yeah, I mean.
Let's get home first.
I'm gonna stay in this right lane the entire time.
Sometimes I go one line over because there's a lot of bumps in this lane.
Okay.
Like when you go under the bridge and stuff, and it feels like really tight.
So far, would you like to give me a rating?
Give you an A. Was it like a letter grade, or was it a?
I mean, if it was a letter grade, an A plus would have been better than an A. What did I do wrong? I don't
grade A pluses. A is top. Everybody has room for both. Like you said, right?
Don't try to take my words and twist them. Come on, we can make the light, guys. Let's work together. Ran a red light. It wasn't red.
She's doing a good job. I'm just holding on just in case. Okay. It's called the OSHA handle. Let's have it ready.
It's called the Rachel's an excellent
slow,
driver.
Not too wait. Don't wait till the last minute. Slow. Alright. She loves to we gotta go 55 miles per hour 2 seconds after we go to speed
I went
bump.
0 miles an hour over that speed bump.
No, it's the after the speed bump. Goodness.
Alright. I try. I'm gonna try better.
That's the only thing.
Okay, so once
That's what got you from an A plus.
A plus. Okay, so once.
Because every time I'm like, oh.
I'm also too close to the trees on the right hand side. Okay, so that might put me at A minus. Everybody else go. Thank you. Oh my God! Why do I gotta come down this?
You got this. You got this.
Oh,
they have
there's
street closed by,
construction.
Okay, it's fine.
All right, it is fine.
You can do it. You got this. Nice big spot.
Parallel parking right here. Do you want to parallel park it?
No, you can do it.
Cut now?
I usually pause and cut. It cuts real fast.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Oh, you got it.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Got it.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you park.
But there is nowhere to park if we don't park right now. You had it.
I felt like there was a lot of pressure.
Car behind you. You had it. That would have been the last thing. Now you failed driver. You failed your driving test.
So I definitely wasn't gonna parallel park in a construction zone. I'm sorry. There were just way too many cars that were lining up behind me, and I just felt so much pressure. So I peeled off. I feel like you gave me a lot of anxiety a little bit.
She blames me. This is what she always does.
No, I'm just saying, we made it such a big deal.
Babe, you did it. You learned how to drive the van.
Yeah, and it wasn't too hard.
Yeah, so you know how to drive the van now. You've put up with all my crazy ideas. Are you still gonna move in the van with me in 50 days?
I think it's a yes.
Thank goodness you have taken the ultimatum and she's still moving in with me despite all my control issues and being a pain in the butt. But now we can both drive the van, and if I get bitten by the snake, now she can drive me to the hospital. It's great.
So it's a deal?
It's a deal. Van life coming to a screen near you. And if you liked this video, make sure you click that like and subscribe button so you can follow along on all our van life adventures
As we
go slow down.